Hey, folks, Friday night, Strange Things Radio. Want to hang out with us tonight? Wanted to speak to the Strangelings, those people that have followed us for years, have emailed us, have sent us posts, links for show information, those people that we've established friendships with, right, over the years. We love you guys. We love you, Strangelings. When we say Strangelings, it's akin to being called brother or sister. We dig you. You're part of the show. You make Strange Things Radio. I mean, we just sit here and shoot the bazonly, but it's you listeners, those that listen on all the various mediums, and we're ever expanding our reach, right, James?
Yes.
So, but we wanted to come in. You know, sometimes things can change. You know, and we just want to convey to the Strangelings that we love you, each and every one of you. We've recognized you in the chat room. You know, we see your name, we talk to you, and we're talking to you. We're talking to you. So you're part of the show. You make this Strange Things Radio. And really, Strange Things Radio, who are we? We're not experts in the paranormal. We're not like some of the other hosts that are extremely intelligent and have expertise in the paranormal. We don't. We just like to talk about it and be with you, the Strangelings. So not only do we talk about paranormal, but we might get hooked on a conversation as to there had to be a second gunman on the grassy knoll, things like that. We have a broad umbrella.
Hence the word strange things.
Thank you very much. So that's us, and we are thankful to those of you that have stood by us for how many years have we? I mean, it's been
almost
years.
4 years.
Yeah, and we want to say to you, we love you. We're friends forever. Friends forever. Okay, folks, we're going to get back into it. Let's start the show. Two, three, four, Strange Things Radio, yeah. Strange Things Radio. Gotta listen. Strange Things Radio, yeah. Strange Things Radio. Pyrotechnics in the background. Oh, yeah. Cha! Dude, I'm sorry, man. I get carried away. You know, it's just like, it's the fun part of the show. You know, I mean, you always sometimes have these grimacing looks like, just let it end. Let it end. Let it end. You're not saying nothing.
I'm trying to organize the screen.
Look, I see you organize the screen, and look how he's put his muzzle on your arm because he wants that bone. How could you say no to that face?
Oh,
I'm just saying. How could you say no to that face?
I know He's begging for the bone.
He's doing a good job, too. Look, he's even showing you the way.
Yeah, like
Folks,
I don't know where the way to the kitchen is.
He just went over. The dog looked at him, went over, and is sitting by the refrigerator freezer, waiting for the bone. Dude,
waiting for the bone.
You can't tease the dog. Just go ahead.
I gotta get it. I get to get the thing set up right here.
What, so we can see. Gabish. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, right. Let me go get him a bone.
You go get the bone, rock and roll, and hang out. So, folks, it's Friday night. Man, do I need this weekend. Although I do have to go into work on Saturday and Sunday, do some work, but not that much. Not that much time. Thank you for being here, folks. Oh, my gosh, it's good to see everybody. We're going to have – James, I can't even watch the news anymore, buddy. I'm just telling you that right now. I can't. Tonight, folks, we're going to talk about a real possibility. You know, I mean, I can remember several times in my life when, are we going to bomb these guys? Are we going to attack them? Are we going to do this? Are we going to do that? Wondering, I got that feeling, and it's strong. Only this time seems a little bit more
realistic.
Yes,
Close.
A possibility. This guy, James, is a nut job. I'm telling you, the man has got to be possessed. He has a God complex.
Well, having a God complex and being possessed.
No, he's wanting worship, my friend.
Oh, no, he gets that from everyone in Korea.
And if you don't, hey, Freddie, Freddie's in. Look at Freddie. Hey, Eric. Hey, James. Folks, what we do. This is the one part of the show that James and I love. Do we not love it, James? Checking out the people in the chat room, getting a vibe of the convo, the conversation, and getting it. That's what we dig. Do we not dig it?
Oh yeah.
And I got to tell you something, folks. I couldn't have a better broadcast partner. I mean, it's. I mean, you know,
thank you.
Part of I got to tell you, you know why, folks? I walk in, 5 senses, right? 5 senses. The schnoz took over. All right, I could smell it. I'm like, all right, that's pepperoni. That's pepperoni. Oh, that's mozzarella cheese. And guess what? I walk in, it's sitting. I look over, and he just got that smile at me, going, "Yeah, I thought about you." And you did, man. Pizza and breadsticks, dude. I mean, unbelievable.
Well, you know, we work for food around here.
Yes.
It's the only food. It's the only kind of pay we're getting.
Yeah.
You know, the corner that will work for.
Yeah.
I literally have a sign out there.
Yeah.
Radio host will work for food.
Yeah, dude, we're the broadcast guys that do that, right? We're the broadcast guys. Just give us a mic. We don't need food. We need a mic. So he has pizza available. Folks, come on, man. How many friends do you have that will have a pizza waiting for you? I'm just saying. Not too many. So how's things? James, listen, it's a good thing that you are not still part of the single scene, okay?
Why, is it rough out there?
Oh, boy. Let's just say...
Well, because you know what Thursday was.
When you go on a
trip,
you're packing on the way back. I'm just saying. All right? I'm just saying. Now, let it sit. It's stewing. I could actually see James's head going... What was that supposed to mean?
I thought you were referring to what was yesterday.
No, I'm referring to...
Because you know what yesterday was.
I'm going to get to that, so don't.
Okay.
Let's
You got that
keep
planned
people
out
hanging.
here.
We're going to address that.
Okay.
I'm talking about those individuals that want to go. Hey, let's go out tonight. I know of an awesome club. The women are hot. The music is jamming. You go. Oh, I scored, baby. I scored. And then you end up with what the World Health Organization says now.
Who?
Is an untreatable form of gonorrhea. 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 I'm just saying. Gonorrhea. Really, folks? I read that and I was like, oh, man. There goes the penicillin. I'm throwing away the penicillin. Don't give me another shot, Doc. I mean, I'm just not, we're just not doing that. We're just not doing a penicillin thing. So how do you feel about that, James? I'm just asking.
How do I feel about gonorrhea?
Yeah.
It sounds like
Jen's not here, so you could say whatever you want as long as we're within the,
the boundaries.
Right, that's right.
Decency.
Decency.
Oh yeah,
that's right. So
sounds. Gonorrhea kind of sounds like it's like, hey, you have gonorrhea? Okay, we have the purple pill for you.
Yeah. No more, bro. No more.
So you're saying nothing can. This is
It's untreatable. The World Health Organization. You think I'm kidding? Google it. Find out about this stuff. I feel bad for singles today, man. I can remember.
Well, that's why you follow.
Yes.
Safe.
Yes.
Sex.
Yes.
And you just go home and masturbate.
Oh, dude. He's in what? Dude, I knew you shouldn't sat there and had the breadsticks before me, man.
Just joking. Just have protected sex, and then you won't get gonorrhea.
And then don't go golfing. At least not down here in Florida. Did you hear about the guy that was like, all right, he's approaching the hole, folks. He's approaching the hole. He's going to make this. Wait. And an alligator is basically on him, chewing on him.
No way.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I forget where. But, bro, how many golf courses down here don't have alligator residents?
That's the new thing.
Did you see the one that looked like a damn dinosaur, man? It was huge.
It's around the corner from us.
Yeah. Did you hear what he just said, folks? Around the corner with us. I got to tell you, sometimes, like when we're doing the show, we want to, take Duke out, let him do his business. James's house is right by a big ass pond, and he's like, "Oh no, there are no alligators in there." I'm like, "James, you go take a chance." He says, "Well, down the other area is a bigger lake," and I'm like, "Okay, you think those gators in the big lake don't want to go take a stroll to the little pond and hang out?" Remember, you had 2 otters in there. Remember?
That's true. We had some otters.
Cool otters. They're gone.
Well, they might have just got a new condo somewhere.
Really? Really? I don't think so, man. I think they
Maybe the Beavers moved out and they moved into their place.
They ended up being gator bait. I'm going to be honest with you. But could you imagine this guy? Hey, honey, I'm going to go play 18. You come back, half of your thigh is gone and you're missing an arm. You know what I mean? Just strange. To me, that's strange because you think they would have the gators under control, but not down here, not in Florida, not in this time, not in this age. It's crazy, folks. It's absolutely crazy. So, James, what's up, man?
I can't follow that.
What do you mean you can't follow?
I don't know. You're being funny.
Well, no, I just sat there. You know, I like to go to certain news sites, drudge, and it's just the ones that actually have truth.
Fake
and
radio.
It's like, and it's just one of those. So we go and I find this stuff, and I'm like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" The first thing I thought about when I saw gonorrhea was like, "Are you kidding me? Untreatable? Is this the new AIDS?" I don't know. I didn't know what to think. It was just, you know, when something says it's untreatable, well, if something like gonorrhea just over time gets worse and worse and can kill you, oh my gosh. Another strange element. James, who are we? We're Strange Things Radio. Are we not Strange Things Radio, James?
Yes, we are.
We're strange. We're not paranormal experts. Wait,
see,
that sounds familiar. Did I say that? I heard that before. Where did I heard it? Reference start of the show. Yeah. And it's just, I
almost sang a song.
Don't, dude.
It almost popped out my head.
We're already walking on very thin ice, okay? With my big, burly bullocks. I meant glutes. The ice is cracking. Yeah, I don't know where.
Listen, bullocks and crack. We're getting real.
I meant buttocks. I don't know where. I mean, it's supposed to come out buttocks and it came out bullocks. I don't know. Hey, that's what happens, man. So at some point in time, folks, later on in the show, I'm going to engage in a little slice of or pizza slice, and I'll try to keep the sound effects because are we ever always trying to improve our show, James? Are we? Be more professional. And being professional means you shouldn't eat on air. Now, part of us sits there and says, screw that. This is a strange thing. We do what the hell we want, man. Right? And the other one's like, well, you know, you should probably have some
But are we going
standards.
to announce the big news? Did you see the post I put up?
No, I didn't see the post.
I said we're going to talk about the big news. The big Lebowski? No.
All right, now you got me. Now you kind of came and threw. What's the big news?
So, if you go to our Facebook account over Strange Things Radio Network.
Dude, did you change the photo?
No, I can't get it off.
Man, that was an old photo.
No, I was going to talk about that photo.
Had an extraordinarily large chunk of flesh that people call double chin. And it bothered me. Do I
double?
not look? Oh, what a dick! Yeah, I'm just dude. I mean, come on. I mean, you got to admit, I've lost a lot of weight.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I look a lot different, and we were supposed to take pics. Okay, James was like, "Listen, man, put on a show or a shirt other than the Sheets family reunion from 2006 that you wear every other week.
It's 8.
Or the Big Daddy
it's
shirt.
August 2nd, 2008.
Right,
I see this shirt every other week.
I forgot, man.
Because you trade off between the Big Daddy shirt and this shirt.
Come on. All right. Dude, what are you wearing?
My Star Wars shirt.
I told James that earlier. I'm sitting there thinking, well, what do I want to say tonight? Because of what this night might represent, and I'm like, could you imagine? And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, I'll say this, and I'll say, yeah, James. Oh, by the way, James is in a Star Wars shirt. I get here, folks. He's wearing the Star Wars shirt, and you know what? He's like glowing. He's like glowing. He's glow. Right now, there are tons of stingrays right off of Tampa Bay.
Yeah, right there on
Dude,
Skyway Bridge.
It happened all the time over at Lido. I didn't tell you the story. One time I was with a friend of mine. We were at dusk where, it's like starting to get dark, but the sun, you look down and it was just like, for as far as the eye can see, just stingrays. And somebody was like, yeah, let's go jump in the Gulf. It looks beautiful. Something would have happened, man. You would have been stepping on stingrays. Oh. And they don't like to be stepped on.
So,
you know what I mean?
The big news
is
if you go to Strange Things Radio Network, you will see I posted a picture of the background of our new website. So coming in the next few weeks, we will have a brand new website. It will have archives of all our shows.
Yep.
It'll have a picture of me and Beautiful over there.
Oh gosh!
But better ones than the one that's there now.
Yeah. We're gonna take a current one, and I do have my Speedo in the car. Should we give him full effect?
No, we're not.
Come on, full effect.
No.
How many Strange Things wants to see me? It must be though. I'm just saying. Espadrilles.
I used to wear a Speedo when I was a kid. Because I was on the race team.
Dude, first of all. All right. Yeah, I guess, man. You were in the swim team?
Oh, yeah, for 4 years.
Really?
Yep.
I could never master the breaststroke. No. Go ask Rhonda. Yeah, she might disagree. Yeah, what are you going to do? Whew. So, yeah. Whew.
So that's the big thing. It's going to be, well, right now we're lacking a website. We had one, it kind of sucked.
Well, it's not that we're lacking. It's just we got busy. You are now you are the reigning king of real estate. You're I mean, I'm so impressed how you made the transition from tech to that. Doing a great job. I mean, hey. I don't know where. I just sat there, I turned left, and I came to a dead end. I didn't know which way to go, folks. But that happens sometimes. That happens. What do you mean, Eric, to the cold showers now? No, I'm just saying, man.
So it's got the new, it's going to have the new background.
Yes, tell us what you think, folks.
So, but the
everybody
website,
that's in the chat room is at a computer, are they not?
Yeah.
So they're at a computer.
They can click
so
on
you
that.
can quickly click the link, and it'll take you to the website. Tell us what you think.
Well, not the Strange Things website, but the Facebook. I haven't got the Facebook up yet. Reverse that. So I have not got strangethingsradio.com up yet. It will be in 2 weeks. But I put the background on the Facebook account to see what you guys thought about the cool little background I want to use. I will tie in. Also, I'm going to be tying in the feeds for the Facebook stuff and our show and all that stuff. So, but it's coming, and so people. We have. You know how many episodes we have? Oh, by the way, folks, we are changing. This is just kind of an update, house cleaning stuff. We used to date every show, like today's date is 7/7/2017, and then the name of the show. But we've been asked by
we've been doing that.
we've been asked by a number of people because we're going to be doing a lot of more podcasting and different platforms from different providers. They want us to name number the episode. So tonight's episode 189.
There's 189 shows, folks, and this is the thing. As referencing the Strangelings, okay. Some of those people out there that I see have been there for about that many shows. I'm just saying. Yeah. And for that, here's a big old smooch and a big old hug. Yeah, I'll give you a smooch.
Great. Now I got to throw that mic out. I keep throwing those mics out.
I'll give you hey. And Foxy goes, yeah, zombie house to a bunch of house flippers. So don't give him any ideas because he'll figure out another way to market himself. So, but that's all right, man.
All right, so whatever our chat room listeners said, they said, date every show. Eric will date anything, won't he?
That was from Sherry, wasn't it?
No, that was from CC.
Oh, is that from I was going to say, hey. Yeah. I actually, no, I'm not, Fox, but this is the thing, okay? I'm hungry. I didn't eat din-din. I came home. I thought I was going to pass out. I was so tired. I'm like, I'll take a snooze. Sometimes I'll get about an hour and a half. This time I got about 2.5 hours. I woke up refreshed. Didn't get any, Castleberries. Anything, any food reference or anything like that just makes my stomach. And I'm afraid to go eat one of those pieces of pizza. Last time, what happened when we ate pizza, James?
Well, this is a different pizza. Plus,
James, James, it's crust.
I know, but last time you had, crust. What did you have before the pizza?
All right. I think I did kind of stop maybe for a hot fudge sundae or something like that. I mean, I did have some snacks. That's it. Embarrass me on the air, man.
I'm just saying your sugar levels went through the roof. Plus, I had a metformin if you need a metformin.
That doesn't do jack for me. You know that?
Okay.
You know why? Because the ghosts take metformin. And I'm not saying you're the ghost or foretelling everything. I just freaked myself out. I'm like, you just said that, Jay? Now you're recording it, and you just sat there and looked at James when you freaking said that? Unbelievable, man.
But so tonight's show.
Yes.
We're going to be talking. First, we are going to get into a little bit of internet stuff in the sense that, let me go real quick. Nick Groff, some things that are set as his new show, a lot of buzz on the internet about it. We're going to discuss that a little bit. We're also going to get into preppers, EVPs, the end of the world kind of stuff because what's happening with
EVPs.
I said EVPs, didn't I?
You did. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, I'm trying to
visualize, and you're like, what the hell does EVP?
Preppers and ghosts? Okay, maybe we are dead after. I don't know.
No.
That's all right, man. That's all right, man.
EMPs. All these little...
Dude, that freaks me out. If there's one thing, all you got to do is say EMP, and it freaks me out, man.
So we're going to get into that on the back end of the shows. Just kind of what's happening. I mean, you have to... We'll get into it later.
Are you ready, brother? water, food, electricity. I put it water, air, water, food, electricity. To me, the four essential things.
No, electricity is not essential. I know you think it
James,
is.
are you freaking kidding me, man?
So we're going to
argue over this.
We're going to get into that later in the show.
I'm just saying, please. You say you know it was 102 on the sign yesterday in the afternoon.
Real quick.
102.
So
Can
what
you
year is it?
imagine no AC?
What year is it?
2000.
I'm just going to rewind ourselves back.
2017.
Just 100 years.
Okay.
It have to be more like 120. 120 years ago, hardly anyone had electricity, and we still survived.
Okay, James, ready? I don't give a damn.
But you're putting it.
Do you think that?
We're going to get into that.
I'm just going to ask you a question. Do you think you could do without electricity?
I can.
You're stuck.
Because I've been camping before.
Hey, a weekend is fine. A year.
You can figure it out.
A year?
You can.
What are the essentials? I heard that if you in a situation like that, you have to go like 20 or 30 yards away from your house because you won't be able to flush the toilet. And dig a hole.
Yeah.
Fill it, and go ahead and then fill it back up.
Have you not seen the YouTube videos on how to make your own little portable?
No, I don't get into. Now I start to worry about it, man.
Well, all this thing. I mean, you can boil water.
40 minutes.
Dude, have you not seen Neck and Afraid?
Bro.
Neck and Afraid is the best show in the world.
40 minutes, 45 minutes, 600 and some odd miles, close to where they would hit, let's say, Alaska. And keep this thing in mind. If this nut job, no matter what retaliation may occur or what might happen, if he were to do that, the stock market would crash.
Well, we're going to get into that later on.
All right, I'm just saying.
So that's about it for the whole show. Have a good good night.
Yeah. Come on. All right. Yeah. So, dude, I'm chomping at the bit to take it because this is the thing. I couldn't live without the AC down here. Are you freaking kidding me? And I couldn't live up north with 15 degrees below zero, which from Chicago all the way up to Wisconsin, unless you have a fireplace. Remember, in order to get heat from gas, you got to have electricity to get the thing going, right? I mean,
all
right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean. Yeah. Okay. So we'll. Okay. Tina goes. You're so worried about surviving this. Do you really want to? If things go nuclear, hell no. But your nuclear is different than a nuclear EMP. Because the nuclear blast would occur way up in the atmosphere. And when the particles would kind of rain down like a footprint and would kill electricity. The other difference is, dude, how far are we from, what's the Air Force base that's close to us? It's like 20, 25 miles away, right?
Yeah, I can't think of it.
Dude.
McDill
Air Force Base. Guaranteed. If there's some sort of a nuclear exchange, our ass will be just just ash.
Well, okay.
We're so close.
But we're going to get into some new stuff.
I know. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Mars covered in toxic chemicals that can wipe out living organisms. We're going to talk about that a little bit. And so, why don't we do this? It's 10:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the Strange Things Radio Network. Do you want to take a small little break?
Dude,
you go get little snackings and the pizzas and stuff.
I'm afraid because it's a little too early, I think, but I can be persuaded. I'm just saying. Folks, this is Strange Things Radio. We are, we're here. Don't go away. Go grab. We got another hour and a half worth of show left. It's going to be fun. Hang out with us. Get yourself some snackage. Get some drink. And we'll see you on the backside. Don't go away. Yeah, Strange Things Radio. We are back, and I am one slice down. Oh my gosh, James, that was good. Where do you get that at, man?
That is Little Caesars. It's the deep dish.
Wait, that was Little Caesars?
Yeah, deep dish.
Dude, the last time I had a Little Caesars, there wasn't much ingredients on the top, but that had plenty, man. That was good.
That's the only one I liked from them was the deep dish. And
Actually,
then I told them to make it a little bit crispier, and so I cook a little bit more on the side.
Wait, you asked them to be a little bit more crispier?
Yes, crispy.
I want it crispy. I want my pizza crispy. Okay, what are you going to do? Folks, Friday night, man. Weekend's coming. Got anything cool planned? I don't know about you, but the 4th of July in my neighborhood, it felt like I was downtown Beirut. Wait, Beirut doesn't have it. I just gave my age away. Let's say downtown Afghanistan. Give me an Afghanistan city.
Oh, please. It's all poppy seeds and heroin there.
Aleppo?
I have no idea.
Aleppo?
I could not name it. No, Aleppo's not in Afghanistan, isn't it?
I have no idea. Are we going to go world geography? Because I'm not going to win right now.
I know,
I'm just saying. I just had a slice and I can feel my blood sugar going up. But no, this is the thing. Where do people have income? Kabul. Thank you, Sherry. Kabul. Where are you from? I'm Kabul, Afghanistan. Kabul. No. Bottom line was the 4th of July. Ironically, well, it's not ironic at all, but it's probably fact. Most dogs that run away, most runaways reports happen on the 4th of July. That's why you probably see a lot more missing dog posts on your newsfeed, because just dogs don't those bombs, the firecrackers, the M80s, the loud explosions, all that stuff. It kind of works on a dog.
Yeah.
Some of them freak out. I remember one 4th driving down a side street and seeing a little dog running down the middle. I tried to catch him, but he bolted into an area where there were a couple houses. I'm like, it's dark outside. I'm not going to look for this dog. Hopefully, the dog just bolted into his owner's house. I'm sitting there thinking about it. So, but I mean, it was just absolute. Some of the display. What I did was I took a chair out and sat on my driveway. Okay. And I'm just doing 180. I didn't look behind me, even though I could see flashes from behind me. 180-degree turn. I couldn't believe the quality of the fireworks that were being. Not that they were just like major displays, like at the bridge or
Macy's or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn close.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and each time I saw that, all I heard was a cha-ching, cha-ching.
Oh, people spend so much money.
Just for a single one. One of these fancy ones, I'm like, man, that had to be $25, $30. And people are just like, I don't know what it is about the 4th of July and people with cash in their savings account, and they go, oh, yeah, I'm going to invest in a display. I'm going to be patriotic. So from about
$1,500 later, they're blowing up.
Dude, you're not exaggerating.
Oh, no. They're
Some of these guys that have money set aside, and they're like, wait, there's a fireworks display or a stand on Fruitville? Dude, I'm there. You go, you get it all, and all of a sudden you blow through it. And I remember all of the explosions, the pretties in the sky. But then after a couple hours, it was like, am I in foggy London down here?
I know, it's all that.
And then I'm sitting there thinking, wait, I'm breathing that crap in. Time to go in. Mm. Plus, I saw like mosquitoes, and I'm sitting there thinking, what the Zika virus or whatever. So I just sat there and just picked my chair up, and I'm like, okay, I got about a half hour worth of explosions, and I got a bit of a headache, and I think I'm going to call the 4th. So, and that's what I did. I mean, and then I went in, and what are you going to do?
So talking about toxic. Scientists.
That was a nice segue. May I compliment you on your segue?
Oh, that was a good one.
Okay, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
So basically, it says Mars covered in toxic chemicals that can wipe out living organisms. Tests reveal. Discovery has a major implication for hunt for alien life on the red planet, as it means any evidence is likely to be burned deep underground. I'm just going to kind of read through this article. So basically, the chances of anything coming from Mars is taking a downward turn, with the finding the surface of the red planet contains a toxic cocktail of chemicals that can wipe out any living organisms. Experiments with compounds found in the Martian soil that they're turned into potential bacteria. I cannot pronounce that crap. In other words, there's a whole lot of poisonous crap in the sands. They're putting fancy scientific words.
I love sitting there saying, James, read this, will you please? Because you get flustered, and sometimes it's kind of contagious. And but that's okay, man. You did you got heart.
Well, here's more of it. So
wait a minute. What, by our definition of living organisms, what if there are other living organisms that thrive, that use these toxins? Remember Godzilla versus the smog monster?
I don't remember.
There's got to be Godzilla fans out there. Are you kidding me?
Oh, no.
I mean, Creature Feature.
Dang it.
Saturday, Paul Bearer, all that. On Saturdays, all the sci-fi stuff. You never watched.
We need to do a show by Paul Bearer.
You never did?
Oh, I did. I just don't remember the Smogman.
Godzilla versus Ghidra versus Rodan versus Mothra versus Metal Man or whatever, the smog monster. Godzilla was always, first of all, the guy shows up, our first introduction, he destroys Tokyo, right?
Yeah.
But then he comes back and they try to make him the hero that saved Earth from these prehistoric monsters that hatch from an egg deep within a volcanic whatever. Or it started at the bottom of the sea. Dude, I was such a nerd. I love the shows like, what the hell was it? Hey, good night, Fox. Good night, man. People are going, good night, and I forget. What was it? Gamera. Remember Gamera?
Oh, I remember Gamera.
Anybody out there remember Gamera? Come on. What were a couple of the traits of Gamera? Talk to me. Here's your Gamera trivia. I'm giving you a chance to...
Gamera was...
What? Cat. Godzilla, the original Terminator. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, she's right.
But then there was Baby Godzilla, so all the little kids would go, oh, look how cute, baby. And Mothra. Remember Mothra? The two Asian chicks that would be like, Mothra. And all of a sudden, Mothra would sit there and start flapping his wings. You're like, Mothra's going to kick some ass and shower Tokyo with silk, right? It was a silk. It was, that's when he was the little worm. Remember, he would sit there and it covered Ghidra. Look, folks, see how impressionable I was. I was the man with UHF. UHF, tinfoil, a fork, a hanger. UHF was where the action occurred. And I sit there and say, okay, I say UHF, and people out there don't know. They have no idea when I say UHF. Do you?
Oh, yeah, I know what UHF is.
Did you watch it on a regular basis?
Yeah, we had Channel 44, WTOG.
Ours was WFLD, Channel 32.
Oh, yeah.
Hang out with us on Saturday. It came from the bog. Are you kidding me? And I was there, man. I was there. Or Attack of the Leech People. Attack of the Leech People. Wait, sorry, that was MST3K song. What?
I have no idea.
What? Did we do a song? I did Mothra. And I think CC, was that you referring to that, the MST3K song? The Mothra. Oh, what cat? UHF, where you had to fine tune to get yeah, and it was killer, Cat, because you know why? A lot of times they had the attack of the giant leeches. See. We are connecting right now. We're connecting. That's right, man. The giant leeches. I just remember, I love the black and whites when they were in the classic 50s cars with the chicks with the different hairdo and the guys were all gentlemanly like. I'm like, that's what guys were like back then. Where they were are you cold? Are you cold? Go ahead, put your sweater on. Forget that giant leech thing crawling out from the river. Are you cold? Are you okay? With like some 50s music in the background. I dug it. What is it? No. Song is Gamera is really neat. He is filled with turtle meat. We're all eating you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. So I have no idea, but I know this.
We just lost somebody. Japanese market said, "F you guys."
So somebody's over there in Tokyo going to basically the equivalent. These guys are a bunch of jerks, right?
That's right.
Only in Japanese, and I don't.
So, what year did Godzilla first?
I will say 1962.
A little further back.
1959.
A little further back.
No.
1954.
Are you
Godzilla
kidding
featured
me?
in the original 1954.
Was that with Raymond Burr? Was it? Am I right? It was Raymond Burr?
It first appeared in Hiroshio Honda's 1950.
Dude, sometimes you flub English. You think you're really going to be able to hit a home run with Japanese. I'm just asking.
No,
you
this
tried,
is Hiroshio Honda's. That's his name. I'm reading
Hiroshio Honda's. All right.
A 1954 film, Godzilla. And that's the name of it.
Raymond Burr. Thank you. There it is. OWE. OWE says Raymond Burr. Yeah, man. Dun, dun, dun. No, wait. Oh, my gosh, James, I just caught myself.
You edit yourself.
Do we not do a good job, though, of editing ourselves? We could be jerks and go ahead and say oh, we're sorry, but we try to edit ourselves. You got to, quick, pat
there we go, pat the back.
Pat it. Yep, 1954, one of the first.
Wow, look at this, 1962, King Kong versus Godzilla.
What is it?
King Kong versus Godzilla.
When?
1962.
Oh, no kidding.
I never saw that one.
No, me neither. And you know what? I got to tell you, I think I'd give it to King Kong. The only thing about Godzilla, he could breathe fire.
He's got his tail, man. He could do the butt dance and whip that sucker around and
see the movie where Godzilla and some other monster played ping pong with a boulder. Did you
saw
see that
one?
So he'd hit it with his tail.
Yeah. Wasn't that like it had like a dinosaur or something?
I don't know, but the other monster would sit there and hit it back. And they're playing table tennis, folks, in a black and white. That's why I love black and white scary flicks. That's why Halloween to me sometimes is fun, because they always pull out the stuff that won't cost them a lot to broadcast it on their channels. So that means Attack of the Killer Butterflies from 1952, right? Black and white. You're like, okay, I'll watch this. It's funny. So, all right, man. What other strange things in the news? I know we got some crazy stuff.
Okay, well, this is getting into this whole thing with Nick Groff. So, guys, if you
do they have a problem with this guy?
I think they have a problem with reality.
First of all, he's a nice guy.
Oh, yeah, he's an awesome guy. From what I've heard,
he's not. He's the antithesis of
the other one,
Zach Bagans.
Yes. So, here's what the Scuttlebutt was about. His new show, this is the second season, is Shepherdstown. Oh, what's that full name of it? I'm gonna go look it up.
Pretty cool. I like the concept. I like the
I saw
concept.
First season.
A haunted city. So of course you got to put it somewhere in like a revolutionary area, of the country. Where we give like Antietam or whatever. It's close to some battlefield, and it was like the stopover.
Shepherdfield, right?
Shepherdfield, yeah.
So it's called just the Ghost of Shepherdstown.
Yeah.
He's been in Dread Central. Who first put it out said it's staged. The whole thing is staged.
Who said this?
This is Drudge Central.
Oh, so who was the source to say that it was all fake?
So they were interviewing, and I'm trying to pull up the article. I should have had it, but I have a tendency to look at things and go somewhere else. There was a production person. Let's see. That's all I can go because I'm in trouble.
Dude, I got to give a quick shout out to my cool black friend. Man, I'm glad. And let's just say I know Rosalie's there. Wait, Ceiling Cat, what's it taste like? What was it? Yeah.
They're talking about pizza, I think. They're stuck on some pizza.
Well, yeah. Dude,
so
I just had one. Now you're gonna put it back in my mind. I'm gonna have to get a second slice.
So there was a this lady her name is Marina.
Just go
Miss
with
Davis.
something.
That's her last name, Davis.
Davis, dude. You killed Davis, man.
Yeah.
You rocked it.
So the director of the Shepherdstown Visitor Center they did an interview and took it out of content, given a local newspaper earlier this year. And and basically the way she said it was, we're looking forward to a new season, introducing new visitors from around the world to Shepherdstown, and to help set her straight, I wanted to share the full content of what she said during the interview. Parts of Ghost Town are staged and fake, as referenced on other outlets. There's nothing fake about it. They like anything in radio and anything in TV, even here in radio. We are entertainment.
We are entertainers.
We've never said that we're experts on any of the fields that we talk about.
Yep.
So we've gotten acquainted with lots of them because we talk about it, but we're no experts. Now, Nick Groff, I think, is an expert in the paranormal field.
He's walked the walk, folks.
Right. He, in order to put an hour show that's entertaining, you do have to do what they called editing.
Oh, my gosh.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't sit there and watch Nick sit in a room for 4 hours until he gets maybe a 30-second hit.
Yeah. Or you might get a tap on the wall.
You condense it down. If you hear the tap and it's so light, you have to bump up the volume. See, I could sing that song.
Dude, I swear to you, I thought that up too.
So
the last word being volume?
yes.
Okay.
So there's editing you have to do to help improve the storyline. And that's the whole idea, is the storyline.
Dude. Are you looking at the...
No, I wasn't.
Everybody's talking about booze, man. I mean, T's like, oh, apple green frozen margaritas with a butterscotch schnapps floating on top. Yum! And then he got CBF, cool black friend saying vodka straight makes me barf.
Oh,
I threw up on Southern Comfort with a buddy of mine who had a fake ID in high school, right? We knew this, liquor store, so we're like, our girlfriends were gone for the weekend. It was the summer, right before our senior year. Hey, let's go get some booze. Man, let's just say Southern Comfort and some Heineken we had gotten, and it was just like, I'm not even going to tell you what I did.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was insane.
So back to Nick. So he had to come out.
There's your Crystal Head vodka. That stuff is mellow. CC. You have one, don't you?
I have a whole thing, a whole big, signed by
Mr. Aykroyd.
Yep.
How you got that? Unbelievable, man. You did a great job.
I'm
part Ukrainian. Vodka is like... I want to... what do you want for breakfast, Uncle John? I want some Stoli. You don't even know what Stoli is, do you?
Excuse me?
If I'm going to drink
Stoli?
alcohol, Stoli.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, my gosh, with OJ?
Stoli?
Oh, my
please.
gosh.
No,
it's
if
not...
you're going to do...
I don't want to say
a
screwdriver. No, dude.
Dude, don't. Listen, you don't use Stoli.
See, they got us talking. Remember I told you how people influence the show?
Yes.
We're watching all they're talking about booze. We start talking about booze. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
So if you're going to do a screwdriver correctly, you use... Oh, my God. My brain just... It's Grey Goose.
Because I laughed, man.
Grey Goose is the best vodka.
I never had it. Never had it, man.
Oh, it's so much better than
Never had
else.
it. Would love to. Yeah, CBF goes, Eric beer before liquor. At Eric beer before liquor. If I'm going to drink beer, there's probably something you guys have never heard. It's called Moosehead.
I know Moosehead.
You've drinking
I've never done.
Did I say drinking? I just said drinking. I got lazy with my English. So you have enjoyed.
I don't get lazy with it. I just don't know it.
Yeah, Moosehead, man, unbelievable. Moosehead followed by I like Heineken. If I'm going to drink Heineken, or the one with the Mexican beer with the lime in there. What is it? Corona. I like
my
Corona.
favorite. Was I don't drink a lot of beer at all. I don't really drink at all, but I do like Angry Orchard.
The one with the apples?
Yeah, I think it's great.
Are you freaking kidding me?
That thing's awesome.
Do you also like a Shirley Temple, James? Do you like a Shirley Temple when you're out drinking? Nobody knows what a Shirley
I know
Temple.
what a Shirley Temple is.
Yeah,
I
man.
just don't know
James,
how to
James
respond
is
to
like,
it.
don't make me break out Crystal Head, damn. Because I will. Put you. Remember, I'm Irish. Anyway.
What? You're not Irish, are you?
I was saying you.
Oh,
dude.
me Irish,
oh,
yes.
my gosh, James.
Oh, okay. This is the God's
virtual
honest truth.
open bar in a chat room. That's right, Kat. That's right.
So guess what my great uncle owned?
Are you going to sit there and say like a pub?
Oh, no. Better than a pub.
A White Castle?
He owned.
I'm just saying, man.
He owned basically a
Or Italian beef joint.
liquor importing business from Ireland, mostly rye liquors and.
Are they famous for their whiskey? Irish whiskey?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
And I don't even understand alcohol like
when-
that. And it's strange. You know why it's strange, folks? Because there's a lot of drunk spirits. Why do they call it spirits? You ever ask that? Why do they call alcohol
because when you
spirits?
drink enough, that's what you see.
Yeah.
Uncle Bob, he's been dead for 40 years, but there he is.
Yeah, you want a slice of pizza? We just got it from Little Caesars.
So he was a lawyer also. And so when Prohibition hit, he kicked into overmode. Basically, for free, he helped kick out Prohibition. But that's where he got his money.
I thought it was Mr. Ness and his Tommy guns. I'm just asking. I
mean, that probably influenced it.
I want to make sure my history.
Right. But
far be it
actually,
from me to,
the truth is,
Yes.
the mob did not want Prohibition to be overturned.
because they were making more money than they would if they sold it illegally.
Because anyone then could buy it from
Yeah.
Hojo down the street. And so, no, they actually, when I heard is the mob put more money into keeping it illegal.
I'm from the Chicagoland area,
Yeah.
right? Northern area near Lincolnshire. There's this place called Chevy Chase, and it's like a mansion. And now they rent it out. There's like a bar in there with a nightclub, big it's a big place where they help. And it was owned by Al Capone. Now, in there are like passageways and blah blah blah, and it's rumored there is a tunnel that leads from the Chevy Chase out to the back of the golf course, like a tunnel. And I'm sitting there thinking, could you imagine finding? And this is what drives me crazy. I love hidden doors, secret passageways, blah blah blah. Could you imagine being in Chevy Chase? All of a sudden, you lean against the wall, and it's not a wall; it's a fake door.
But I speak easy.
Yeah, exactly. And you go in, and you find Krugerrands. Bags and bags of Krugerrands, or some of the older St. Gaudens gold coins. Yes, I fantasized about that. Could you imagine?
So I've talked to Eric about this, opening a small little.
What was the thing? Spooks and spirits. Yeah,
and have a little maybe like
and have a paranormal. Now, see, we
paranormal.
We do this all the time. We give our great ideas away. People cash in, right?
Yeah.
Have we seen anything for Crumpets? Crumpus? I'm just asking. Did we?
No.
They just changed the plot a bit, but we were the originators. Okay. Did they give us nothing? Even a free ticket and a box of stale popcorn? Hell no. Okay, tunnels in Portland too.
Cool Black Friends, you're absolutely right. He said it, James. Sounds like the mob were the pharma companies of today versus weed. And he's absolutely right.
And see, you know what? You just opened up a conversation. Why do I think we're going to sit there and hit that?
Oh, no.
Buddy.
We've got 8 minutes. I did want to get into a little bit and get back to Nick Roth.
Okay.
So what happened was, unfortunately, he had to go back online to multimedia, to social media.
Yeah.
And to say, no, it's not fake. So then Jason Haas over at Beyond Radio, he jumped on and put his little thing saying, well, I know Nick. I called him because I guess Jason puts – I didn't read what Jason put out there, but Jason Haas put out something that he had to actually backtrack. He said he wasn't, but he says, I should have read more information about it. So I guess Jason –
He's pissed he's not in the biz anymore, man.
Yeah. So
he loved seeing himself every week on TV. Not a very humble guy to me. Nick Roth, a little bit more humble, down to earth. I wish the guy all the success in the world. So, I mean, I know you love his show. Was it Paranormal Lockdown?
Paranormal Lockdown is awesome. I think it's one of the better of all the paranormal shows because, I mean, there's entertainment values. Some of them are like, really? You know, you kind of like, okay. They get formulaic. That's
it's freaking awesome, man, dude. It was your eyes. It was like you're looking up, hoping that it would just the syllables would fall in there. It's a formula,
right?
Okay,
so someone get boring. So yeah. I think Nick is great. We've never had him on our show. One of these days, I will
love
reach
to,
out.
dude.
We probably could reach out and get a hold of him. I know he's been on Pair X.
Dude, you scored Brett Butler. Are you freaking kidding me? You couldn't sit there and do that? Not that I'm putting pressure on you, because far be it from me to pressure the guy that has pizza waiting for me when I walk in the door. Come on, man. That's friendship. Forever. Wait, I better not. Anyway, go ahead. Anyway, so you're looking at something. What are you looking at?
Oh, I'm sorry. Folks, I'm sorry. I got sucked into the chat room. I mean, the chat room sometimes can be like a black hole.
Dude, it is.
You're like,
that's
whoa,
why,
let me read this. What's this saying? And we totally go dead
dude, that's why I'm trying not to look, because I can get into the conversation. Folks, listen to all the people that are listening on TuneIn. And we got a lot of people that dig the show on TuneIn, man.
Yeah, and other platforms.
Other platforms, they sit there and sometimes when we make a reference, a side reference to somebody in a comment they make, they're like, what the hell's that all about? The problem is they just don't get in the chat room. So the chat room.
We're trying to get a little bit better at that.
Yeah.
We apologize.
Yes, we apologize. Yes. So anyway.
So that's about it. I mean, I know we kind of covered the whole moon, the Mars thing. So if it's radioactive on Mars, good luck us getting there and not killing everyone.
You didn't say it was radioactive. You said that it was toxic.
Oh, oops, wrong word.
And
I just saw the
red
word
dust.
UV activated. Another fancy scientific word I can't pronounce.
Yeah, which is cool, man. I mean, that's fine. You know, wait, dude, honey dumplings. Can I sit there and say honey dumplings? Honey dumplings. Lancaster Brewing makes a good lemon blueberry. Ooh, gosh. Okay. Honey dumplings. You ever had blueberry coffee? I'm just saying. Blueberry coffee.
Well, I don't
folks.
drink coffee really.
You're not. Yeah, you're not sophisticated enough. But anyway,
No, I'm not.
But blueberry coffee. If you ever get a chance, I know they have it at 7-Eleven. Have a 7-Eleven. Just say, hey, can you brew up a pot of blueberry coffee? They'll be like, oh, why don't you just buy a bag and brew it yourself? Jike. And then, of course, I said, okay, how much? $2 or $3 for a pouch? Okay, I'm good to go. So I don't know where I went out on that. Sweetie Bunch, sweet. Ugh, I can't log in, man. Ugh. Well, Sweetie Bunch, can I tell you, thanks for hanging out with us, man. You know, right now my heart is full. It is just like full of
Are you sure
love.
that's not your stomach from eating the pizza?
You had to be a dick, didn't you? I'm just saying, really?
You just said I'm full.
But dude, I'm trying. I mean, dude, this time last year, was I a lot more plumper?
No, you were not. You're getting more stealthy.
Dude, now you're buttering up, man. Now you're buttering up. So, yeah, but, you know, that's just the way it is. That's how we roll here. We sit there and we get pizza. What time is it, man?
It's 10:57 p.m.
All right, let's go ahead and take a quick break. Folks, this is Strange Things Radio. The place to be on a Friday night is with Strange Things Radio and the Strangelings. We love you, folks. Don't go away. We got another hour's worth of show. If you don't want nightmares tonight, I would consider checking out another show, because we're going to talk about a topic that scares the hell out of me. All right, just the prospect of having survived something like this. So, back on the backside, we'll be right back. Strange Things Radio. Don't go away.
Strange Things Radio. 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 Strange.
All right, first of all, I got to say, a grilled cheese in the toaster is killer. Come on now. Who hasn't? I mean, James, have you ever done that? Mm-hmm. Please. And so we got another thing in common, Mr. CBF. I think should get some bread, some cheese, put it in the fridge, and put a toaster next to our desk. Okay. I thought I'd say that, man. And say, sorry, man. Anyway. Ooh, yes, we are. We are going. Wait, that's right.
What?
Tina's going to be in town. Look, she says Eric and James are going for wings next week. Are we, James?
Yeah, because I'm closing house next week.
Wait, does
that's right. She's going to be in town.
Wait, excuse me. Does that mean you're buying? Yeah. Dude. I'm going to at least ask. Because you were kind of like, yeah, I got a closing next week. Can you hear the ching-chingness in the background? And I'm like, well, if you're going to be charitable, I will get my I will broadcast for food sign, and then you could bring some wings. So we're going to get together with Tina.
Yeah, yes.
We got to find a day. Hopefully it'd be a Saturday, man. You know what I mean? Because I work, bro.
Ooh, look what Tina said.
What? She didn't say, in Florida next week, so hoping to chat with my buds. Yet, all right, first of all, James, would you be able to let a woman buy your food?
Oh, yeah.
Saying.
I'm not racist, sexist, or whatever they call those people.
No, that's not being sexist. What do you, and no, that's not being a stereotype, too. I just don't feel comfortable when women buy my food. I'm just being honest with you. I'd rather pick up the ticket, even, pick up even if I had the last $100 and the check with tip was $95, I'd still pick it up before, someone that's doing really well, making six figures, go, Eric, I'll pick it up, man. And she's female.
Who's making six figures?
Then I'm just like, there's just something not right about that. That was in the guy's manual growing up, the guy's manual. You don't, stop the airport with a bag full of, hell yeah. CC, you say that in jest. But I guarantee you, if you have a dog with Castleberries, you would be an immediate fan. I'm just saying. I know. CC and worried they would explode in my suitcase. Ooh, who she actually considered. A tin can exploding? James, when I had said, hey, I got a can for you, he's like, okay. And it's like it's been a weekly tease because he's always like, you didn't bring my Castleberries. I'm like, buddy, I haven't gotten it out. I got to get it out of I don't know where. It's in the cabinet somewhere. He's like, yeah, sure. You keep teasing me with the frickin' Castleberries. So, But yeah, Tina, that'd be cool. Do you think you'll be in, like, say, James, there's somebody in the chat room, choo-choo, snecka, bada, boom. What the hell? We have somebody out there, folks, that I think changes screen names at least once every 20 minutes to somehow. So I would love to know. I wonder if it's that one red sock. Remember one red sock?
Oh, yeah.
They wouldn't tell us. They sat there and teased us the whole freaking night. I was like, come on, man. Wait, at Choo Choo, the show is about whatever you want it to be about. That's true. At Choo Choo.
Hence the word strange things.
Strange thing, STR, Strange Things Radio. Dude, are you ready?
I swear to God,
I just pictured a hot blonde with a ponytail, very busty, with like a half T-shirt saying Strange Things Radio.
Okay.
So we're in Florida, the state
STR, my brain went STD. I swear.
Dude.
We are the STD of radio.
Dude, no, man, because what do you got to do when you get an STD? You got to get rid of it. That's it. You just got to get rid of it. Red shoelace incident. That's what it was. Red shoelace incident. I don't know what it is with folks, man. They like to mess with us. But anyway.
So we do got to get back to an actual show.
Let's jump into this because this is the thing, okay? This could change every one of our lives. And if it happens, it's not like it's easily reversible. That's just the bottom line. Right now, would you say that Adolf Hitler had a God complex?
Oh, God,
that he required worship? Same thing with Stalin. He wanted to be worshipped as God. In fact, one day the Bible says there'll be a man called the Antichrist that will require worship, and if you don't worship him, he's going to chop your head off. There's a guy right now. I wouldn't really call it the Middle East. It's more the East in Korea. All right, we can go into the long history of Korea, but just just look at it like this: you have North Korea, you have South Korea. South Korea is more of a democracy; they have more of a democratic state.
The women there are hot.
Yeah, oh my gosh! Please,
sorry,
let's not talk about hot Korean women. Why do you got to go there, James? Why do you? You freaking bait the hook every time. It's not people out on the street. You sit there and bait the hook, and me like a starving fish. I'm like, piss on it. I don't care. I'll get hooked. Let me go for it, man. You know you're jigging it right. You're like, oh here you go, right,
yeah.
Dude. Was that another Japanese one? We're not even
Japanese middle. I mean, the Asian market.
But see, this is the thing. This guy's a nutcase. He's a nutcase. He's the only overweight man in North Korea. That's the truth. I mean, people are starving in this country. This guy wants to be worshipped. He's got he's got the technology. He's rolling towards nuclear. Let's just say he wants to join the nuclear club in a sense that he could deliver a missile or a warhead, a nuclear warhead on a missile and hit the United States.
I'm just going to say something real quick. I put in EMP in Google because I was, just kind of pulling out some stuff. And you know how they have top stories?
Yeah.
Top stories from Newsmax. A North Korean EMP attack, the dark possibilities. Washington Times. Inside the ring, North Koreans ICBM warhead. 38 North, and that's what that is. This is from 1 month ago. North Korea, new EMP attack, an existential threat. I mean, even mainstream media has talked about it.
Existential.
Right.
It threatens your life.
Yeah.
It's life-threatening. And that's the truth, folks.
Washington Examiner. EMP threat needs to be taken seriously. That was June 9th.
Remember when people thought we were nuts talking about this, James?
Oh, yeah.
People laughed at us. Oh, that's not a possibility. How do you cripple the most powerful nation on the planet?
Take away the Viagra. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Jen hasn't been here for what, a week? So we know what's on Jamesy's mind. Dude, I'm going to tell you, 48 hours back, when she comes back, all right, she's going to be walking around the house with a big smile on her face, just looking at you, winking, going, hey, Daddy.
Because I cook for you.
Yeah. Okay. All right, but folks, this is serious stuff, man. This is serious stuff. We talked about it, took flack from friends, people. Why do you come up with this crazy stuff, man? Really? A bomb? Look, the experts are concerned now because if you can't beat a country that has nuclear missiles, that has the strongest military on the face of the planet, that are a mega economic power, if you can't take them militarily, use something like an EMP. Take out their infrastructure, their electric grid, electricity, everything, cars, planes, trains, lights, computers, everything that uses electricity will cease to operate. And not just for a day, not for a week, or a couple months, for years. Done. And remember, there's 4 seasons? Right? Spring, summer, fall, winter.
I swear to God, when he said that,
you were like, are there 5? Are there 5
seasons?
No,
when he said there's 4 seasons, I'm like, what's the hotel got to do with this?
James, you're a nut, man.
I'm sorry.
But you know why? Because you had that cream-filled cookie that you just had. What the hell was that? Little Debbie?
Little Debbie,
I noticed you didn't offer me one, but that's okay. You did provide me with pizza, so beggars
I was
can't be
protecting you.
Oh, dude, the way you just said that, I'm like, that was freaking sweet, man. The guy's worried about my blood sugar, who's also a diabetic. I just want to point that out.
It's like
Frankie Valli. Oh my gosh. See, Joe, you got to be careful because we can't sing, and I think of Frankie Valli and about 3 or 4 different songs pop into my head. Dude, you realize that? We have a sickness called wanting to sing.
We come out and song all the time.
How many people that do radio in any sense just start singing? It's like, and we got that problem. We've been reprimanded for that problem.
Oh, numerous times.
Yeah, so numerous times. Yeah, we got our buttocks smacked. Mrs. Eric Williams. They've done this before, Mrs. Eric Williams. So, dude, Who is it, man? Just so we'll laugh and I won't tell anybody, but my curiosity just goes crazy.
Megan.
Who the hell would come up with Mrs. Eric Williams? Now watch it. Somebody in San Francisco go, I could just imagine his buttocks. I'm just saying.
Well, now they know what you look like.
You're
That's
dude.
that's
I told you to put. You
That's a
could have purged.
before.
But see, all right, good. I'm glad you said that.
Before picture,
Yes.
and we're going to
Because
have an
this is-
after picture.
yeah, all right. But
Because this is what radio does to you.
Dude, this is so sad, man.
I'm sorry,
This
we're
is
all serious about
We're
EMPs,
talking about
though.
EMP. But James, I don't think people really contemplate the reality of the aftermath of an EMP. They're probably like, well, where's FPL, Florida Power and Light? They better get my, the Price is Right is on in 15 minutes. I better get, really? Down here in Florida in August, September. Are you freaking kidding? I drove by Manatee High School. They put the damn temperature on it, 102 degrees Fahrenheit. Coming back from, I had to take my nephew to the doctor.
But the question is the
102 Fahrenheit.
The humidity.
Oh,
That's what people don't realize. Because it gets 110 in Arizona.
Yeah.
But I've been to Arizona in the dead heat of the summer.
Yeah, but I would
and it
get
was
all
99 degrees at 12 o'clock at night because I had to go to the store, right? But it's a dry heat. It's like, when you turn on your stove
Yeah.
and you open up to
Yes.
check the pie.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah.
And the heat
You had to
hits
say
you.
pie. Dude, when you said pie, you smiled.
I know.
Are you the pie gets you giddy?
Oh, yeah.
It brings
I
a
love
smile to your face? All
That
right.
heat hits you.
Dude.
Well, but it's dry heat. Here, wet heat.
It's like jungle heat. And the sad thing, what happened?
Jungle fever, baby.
Oh, dude. Please, man. Is the door shut out there so Jake doesn't get out? All right, I'm just asking, man.
It's always
so. But Mrs. Eric Williams, may I say, did I perform on the honeymoon? Just asking, baby. Was I a performer or was I a poser? I'm not a poser, and I'm not going to sit there and talk about my exploits, my how I exercise my state of manliness. I mean, and the fact that just women adore me. I mean, I just I want to say that because I'm just like kind of wishing that would happen. Like who's the Israeli model? What's her name?
How to raise them?
No, dude.
See what someone said in the chat room real quick.
All right, Tina rethinks
No,
her visit.
cool black.
Tina rethinks her visit to Florida. Yeah,
Cool black friend said, I would like to. What type of radius are we talking about in terms of states affected by an EMP?
Well, this is the thing. The higher they get the device, the better. So if they can position a floating platform, a ship, a shipping vessel, a tanker, and have something like a launcher camouflaged, they pop that thing, they take the camouflage covering off, point the missile up, launch it. If it can have a trajectory that brings it high and above the United States, the footprint of the EMP will be such that it will cover the entire United States. Can you imagine? Or let's just say they do it and they're only able to get the first third of the United States. And then from the little bit west of the Mississippi all the way over wasn't affected. I don't know how the power grid operates. I don't know if you take a big chunk out, if like you have a daisy chain of wireless devices or network devices or whatever, and if that would just as soon as one went, the other one would go, and all of a sudden, or if it's like a mesh situation where there might be certain parts of the country that are unaffected, but let's say California and Nevada and all these places, their lights go out. Could you imagine the migration of all those people on the West Coast in towards the middle of America or the East Coast? But let's just say they get it high enough.
It's called a HEMP, HEMP, high altitude electronic, high altitude electromagnetic pulse. And I found an article here.
And that's what they need.
Yeah.
They need to put it smack dab, and I'm not coaching the guy, but he's probably have this. And see, this is the thing. If you're able to accomplish this Patriot isn't super high altitude. I know. That's the part. This isn't a Patriot missile, though. This is a missile that, and because I've heard stories like, yeah, we'll shoot it down. Yeah, we have these intercepts at this place and that place if they ever see. But what if it's a shipping vessel that gets close to our shores, or just inside or outside of international or inside international waters where we can't touch them, and they just there throw the tarp, shoot the missile before we would even be able to react. It be high enough and positioned in such a way over the states that the footprint covers from sea to shining sea.
Well,
and then the lights go out. The lights go out, and the first thing is, think about it. It goes out. Power failure. It's power failure. Don't worry, the power will be back on. Pick up the phone. Wait, I don't have a dial tone. Did we pay the bill this week? I mean, did we? Cell phone. Cell phone's not working. Damn it, forget about it. I'm going to go drive down, and you get in the car. You try to turn the car over. It won't start. Then panic. Then panic sets in. Okay, fill the tubs like you do in a storm. Fill the tubs with water so we have potable water. You start thinking about that, and then there's no communication. You don't know what the hell's happening. All you know is in your little area, in your little world, you've walked out. You know what happens when a power failure occurs. All the neighbors walk out and say, hey, do you have power? Do you have power? Just imagine what they're going to. Once it sinks, some people don't even know what the hell an EMP is, man. They don't know what an EMP is.
So, real quick. So, it's in 1962, the U.S. carried out the Starfish prime test, exploding at 1.44 megaton bomb, 250 miles above the mid-Pacific Ocean. This demonstrated the effects of a high-altitude nuclear explosion, which were much larger than had been previously calculated. Starfish Prime made these effects known to the public because of causing electronic damage in Hawaii, about 898 miles away from the destination point, knocking out about 300 street lights, setting off numerous burglar alarms, and damaging a microwave link.
Okay, so it wasn't. So these were on the outskirts of this footprint,
and it's only a 1.44 megaton, which is not that big of a bomb. Because these new ones.
All I know, brother, is this guy was successfully able to launch an ICBM, an intercontinental ballistic missile. It flew about 400 miles, 45 minutes, flew about 600 some miles, reached a hell of an altitude. This guy's on the cusp, okay? This guy's on the cusp. He might truly be wanting to be the one that knocked out the United States. And we could go, believe me, James and I have had discussions where he's like, no, it won't happen. I have an unbelievable scenario. EMP followed by invasion on either coast. Russians and
that's
China,
what Chinese.
I
don't think they're going to.
And wait, hold on. Let me finish.
Okay.
That you had said, well, who's going to be able to buy their goods and it'll affect the Chinese economy? And I'm like, James, the United States has more natural resources. Let me say that again. More natural resources than any other area of the world, hands down. I don't give a damn if you come up with research that says differently. We have hundreds of years of coal. We have recoverable oil that can be fracked. Natural gas. There's talk about us shipping natural gas over to the eastern Germany, so they don't have to depend on Russia. We are a huge peach, plum peach, cold, juicy, and there are starving people around us. You don't think cripple them with an EMP and then let's go to war? Are you kidding me? I just threw that out there and see James. He's not paying attention.
Sorry, guys. I got into the vortex of the chat room.
All right, did you? All right.
They were just saying some things.
Okay.
So, the satellite.
See, what about our missile interception system? Yeah,
but I did hear on one of the talking heads that if they got one built, that was the test one to show the world. If he's really in the mood, he's not just going to do one. He's going to do dozens.
Oh, he would. That would be the smart thing,
right? And so at this point,
only one.
Only it takes one little sneaky bastard to get through. And that was a reference to what?
You lost me, man. I looked over and I read it. Don't forget.
So what was the name of the bomb that dropped on the Japanese?
Fat. Oh, you jerk. Oh my gosh.
No.
Dude, I know what they painted it on the side of the bomb, man.
Right.
Actually, those are great ice cream sandwiches. I'm just saying, Fat Boys. And when they go BOGO at Publix, forget about it. All the frozen food comes out, cook it up, we'll throw it in the fridge, fill them with the Fat Boy ice cream sandwiches. I'm just saying. I don't think it's anything to worry about. You know, I got to tell you.
I would worry more about South Korea, just because he could destroy millions of people there.
That's a given. I don't even know why people are still living in Seoul. It's going to happen, James. You know that, don't you? At some point in time, our military is going to say, let's teach this little fat boy a lesson and shoot down one of his missiles and show that and the guy will be so incensed. All it takes is for him to launch a missile at one of our people. And then, or a bomb or mortar or whatever, and we retaliate, and suddenly a small shoving match becomes a fist fight. Then the fist fight becomes a knife fight, and all of a sudden people start pulling guns, and it's a very real possibility. And this is the thing, James. If an EMP were to occur, let's just say a partial, let's say the West. He was able to launch one, it didn't get high enough, and the footprint covered all of California, Nevada, Colorado, some of those states, and they went out. Our stock market, James, without a doubt, will crash.
Well, that would come down.
I mean,
fast.
it would plummet. Or let's just say he was able to get a missile and hit Alaska in the freaking tundra. But maybe take out a few polar bears. I guarantee you the stock market will crash. And all it takes is a couple things in the economy to start to tumble. People freak out. Let me get my cash, runs on the bank. And before you know it, we're in a pretty ugly situation. But the bottom line is this. If he hits the grand slam, the trifecta, he wins it all. If he places a missile high enough above the United States and positioned such a way that it's in the middle of the country, that it covers the whole United States, he has taken out the United States electric grid for years. And you want to think of people dying? Let me tell you something, buddy. There are millions and millions of people that live in the north. And from, I'd say, maybe late November all the way through maybe March, it could get extremely cold. And unless you have a fireplace and a stockpile of wood hidden because people are going to steal stuff, there are going to be a lot of dead people, man. How do you get around? How do you travel? How do you get from one? Where are the cops? Where are the fire department? All that stops. All that, you are on your own, at the mercy of your neighbor, at the mercy of a band of roving individuals that are just taking everything they can, food, water, whatever they can get. It's a very real possibility. I don't think people actually think about it when it's actually spoken about in the media by people with reputations that they want to preserve and not be thought.
But there is a group of people who do.
Really?
Yeah.
You're talking about the
preppers.
Yeah.
So we're going to get into that next. So this is Strange Things Radio. We'll be right back.
Strange Things Radio. Strange Things Radio. Strange Things Radio.
As you enter the chamber, what do you see? Is it something evil? Something sinister?
Scooby's next.
Scooby! All right, folks, listen. Hey, you know, when you have a platform, okay, and you have a crazy engineer that loves to play things, he actually brought out his sampler. He didn't get any samples, dude. You got to get the samples, man.
Oh, we'll get the samples going for next week.
Yeah, you know, 'cause Eric in a navy thong. Do you want to see it, Gen Z? Because I will take the pick, and so, I'm just saying. And sometimes, you know, people get a little freaky deaky or after the 11:30 hour. Before it was after 12, but because we're an hour less show, they start to start it early. Hey, look, I'm not going to brag.
Hey,
okay,
Cool, black friend wants to run us and grab us a beer on 301.
Dude, he's right around the corner. He's right around the corner. James just like, man, I need to crash. And no, but you know what? If not tonight, we definitely got to do it, man. Dude, he's right here in Parrish.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Wouldn't that be funny if he's like right down the road from you?
Yeah.
Right down the road, man. So with Bikini Top 2, do you want to see the Bikini Top, Sherry? Now I'm knowing we got some freaky. Look, F no, Eric. Gen Z, come on,
Oh, my goodness.
man.
Do you see what he said? Don't
Yeah.
say that out loud. You know where that is?
Where? No.
He is right there.
Is he really?
You go around that corner.
Yeah.
Remember how you went back to Publix in the back way?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go down 63rd and you sling around. And then when you come to that stop sign, take a left instead of a right. Yeah. I mean, literally right there.
He is close. He is. Oh, yes. Don't want to go blind. Dude, and listen.
Hold it. Didn't they used to say that when you were
Did you
young?
hear what OWE said, though? Don't want to go blind. Yeah, but when you're younger, why sometimes do you go blind? Oh,
That's what I was about to say.
Dude, this is so... Posing for X calendar.
The host calendar.
Oh, dude. I'd rather it be Strange Things radio calendar. You know, us in various positions. You know, like I'm kind of just like getting out of the shower with the towel around me going, what? What? With those boyish good looks where the women are like, I can't take it. He's so gorgeous. He's so gorgeous. No. Oh, my. Why are you having a conversation with the dog? What?
He's had 4 tonight.
Well, don't give him another one, man. See, look at his tail's like, he's like, if I keep looking at you, giving these kind of facial expressions, you're going to go and get a BONE. See, he hasn't learned to spell yet.
Thank God.
But he did give the lick of the chops kind of look like he understood what was going on.
All
yeah.
Right. All right, so back to preppers.
Yes, folks, this is the thing. There are some people that are laughed at. People make fun of them. Oh, you're a prepper. Oh, yeah, I saw you pull up with all these boxes of freeze-dried food that you stored in your basement. Are you a prepper? Are you? Look at McDan said, I just lost my dinner. Imagining him in the calendar. Not the women, though, McDan. Not the women. And where have you been, man? I've wondered what the hell happened to you. Have we not been like, what happened to McDan? What was he, blowing our show off now?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. See, we worry about, we're concerned. We're concerned about our strangelings because you are a strangeling. But where was I going? I just said
we were talking about preppers.
Oh, there we go. So made fun of these people that do that. But guess what? When the lights go out, you can't drive to. Oh, dude, that facial expression. Oh, my gosh, man. I'm going to toss the pizza. Come on. No. Could you imagine, though?
No.
You don't have but a few cans. You were going to go to the store that day or a couple days from now and spend $500 and refill your pantry, and you didn't, and you have no food. Well, guess what? Those crazies that you made fun of, those preppers, the ones that were saving all this freeze-dried food, and they were taking a lot of guns in, and you saw them with what appeared to be a portable solar panel system. Those will be the ones that you come knocking on the door saying, hey, Joe, remember me? And Joe's like, excuse me, back away. back away, or I'm going to think you're a threat, and they shoot at you. I mean, that's going to happen, folks. That's very real. That's a very real. And I'm not sitting there saying, oh, woe is me, woe is me. But when you have media outlets, when you have political figures, when you have military experts that say, hey, this is potentially a problem. And if your enemies sense it, and your enemies are hell-bent on trying to bring you down. Remember, the Arab world, Iran, who's to say Iran couldn't try to do this? ISIS, maybe ISIS it figures a way to do something like this and pull it off.
I just don't think ISIS can do this. And the reason is because, to me, the Middle East is more like a whole bunch of no-bad gangs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where Korea, he owns the country. He controls
He's a nut.
everything. But we were talking about preppers. I actually went to a website, and it's a really complicated website. Ready? Prepperswebsite.com. That's the name of it.
Isn't that a great
thing?
thing?
Yeah. That's just, but the
question is, do they have advertisers?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, my gosh.
Big Berkeley's water filter, the Prepper's Blueprint, save on emergency rationing, something, compare legacy. I mean, yeah, they do. And it's just...
hey, Cy.
So the whole idea there is it's all about how to get ready. I mean, there's an article right here.
Dude, they laugh. They laugh at people like that.
You're
a prepper.
How to prep on a budget. And it goes through on how to take $10 or $20 a week. 17 tips to prep on extreme, cheap, low budget. And they literally go, takes time, take a current inventory, set a budget, alter your mindset, focus on skill building, save money everywhere, try couponing and watch sales. So, I mean, they talk about, start a garden, learn to forage,
they're not
purified
kidding, folks.
Water on the cheap, secondhand and yard sales, focus on the basics, first aid kits, join a local community, doomsday's prepper, survivalist, medical survivalist, basic camp.
In other words, and these people are making money, and it's not just a money-making scheme, because 5 minutes after an EMP, when it sinks in, because you remember listening to a couple of nut jobs on the radio that were talking about an EMP and everything going out, and you're saying, I think they might have been right. Yeah, we were right.
Well, the first thing, honestly, if we were like watching the news and they're like, North Korea, it seems like because, first, I think if they did do an attack, all our cell phones would go off because they would be beeping about some kind of attack. But I would then take every electronic I have between the laptops and the cell phones and throw them in the microwave, because that would be the first. The microwave is actually a Faraday cage. Otherwise, every time you microwave something, you'd be nuking yourself.
Dude, I just read McDan talk about Running to the Hills, Iron Maiden. Do you know how badly I want to frickin' sing that, man?
As soon as you said
because
Run
I
for the
can
Hills,
hit those high notes. I think I can, but I'm not going to try it because I don't want to sit there and hear your phone go ding, 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 ding. Like, oh my gosh, come on.
Oh, talk about good songs real quick.
Yeah,
I know this is sidetracked. I love Godsmack, and they have an awesome cover of "Come Together." The Beatles.
Really?
Oh,
is it awesome?
It is awesome,
dude.
Come together.
Listen, the Beatles are as relevant. Dude,
dude. You know what? It's kind of like a fart. When you don't want to do it, but it sneaks out.
I know. No, McDan, what do you mean don't murder it? What do you mean don't murder it? Dude, I'm just saying, I can. Who doesn't love them? I don't get American humor. Wait, you don't get American... All right, so choo-choo, neck kid, sneck goes kaboom. You don't get American... Well, are you Canadian? Are you one of our friends over from England? Are you from England? We've had listeners. Remember the one in the pub?
Yeah.
So we had some people over in the Orient, Japan, that actually listened to us before James made one of his comments like, and then all of a sudden we're like, no, I guess we're not.
I wonder when Japanese make fun of American people, how do they sound?
Oh, I know.
How does English? How does American sound?
All right, listen. You can say all you want about Japan. All right. They believe in manners. Their kids are well behaved. They actually care. Some people, and some people are like, no, that's that. They don't follow those values. I don't know where the hell that came from, but folks, it just came out. It's just like, you gotta understand. We go the last half hour, suddenly, all the meds start to wear off, right? And it's just like, okay, we'll sit there and talk about what you've had Muslims listen to. Yes, and I kind of regret some of the things that I've said. And yes, folks, I do say things sometimes that I regret, that I wish I could pull them back in, and wish. But once words get out there, words are out there, man. There's nothing you can do, So yes, you are absolutely right. I don't know if they dig the fact that I'm a believer in a Jewish resurrected God man. I don't know how they feel about that. They probably could, if I sit there and say Jesus is the only way, that drives them to to grab
No.
Yeah,
we're gonna
stop. Yeah.
All right. So back to preppers.
Dude, you got to admit, man, we've kind of matured, because there was a time when we would just sit there and rant and rave, and it would take people from the chat room going, "Will you shut up about it? Shut up." Well, I think, dude, we've progressed, man. Right? Haven't we, James? Haven't we?
Yes.
We've grown a lot on this network, So, but anyway,
but get preppers, and it's, I think, what station was it on? I remember there was a show called Doomsday's Preppers. It was on the National Geographic show. I like that show.
Dude, but you know what? Why do they always they make them out to be nutcases?
Oh, the new series, the new Wednesdays, August 30th. The Fight Ahead.
And see, this is the thing. You don't. I would rather be prepared than not prepared. Although I would hate to sit there and order 6 months worth of freeze dried food, and then the guy from UPS or whatever that's delivering it looks at me like, "You're one of those. You're one of those."
Well, you know what though? Here's the crazy part.
They'd be the one eating.
You not see the the local news? How do you say, what's his name? The dictator, Hung Low? No, Hung not so low. No, Kim Low. Kim not so hung. No. Eric, hello.
No, I'm reading what Kat, and you know what, Kat? You know what? I got to tell you something. I've asked about that person over and over again, and I didn't mean it that way, and I missed that particular person. James, I've asked. I've said, "Where's he been? Where has that individual been?" And I said, "Well, did I say something? I offended him." I was like, "Oh my gosh, okay, I'm Jewish and offended by the users of the name Jesus. I need a divorce if that's how it's going to be." No, please don't divorce me. Because this is the thing, Mrs. Williams. Don't you like cuddling up to the E? I'm just asking. Don't I just cuddle with you and give you the kind of lovin's that a Mrs. Williams deserves? I'm just saying,
All right, so back to prepping.
Dude, I'm still hurting by cats. Now, tomorrow, that comment, what Kat made, will be the one thing that I'm thinking about. Yeah.
All day. Okay.
I'm Shinto, and I realize Eric is off the rockers. Sherry, you knew that when you signed the friendship clause of the contract. When you initialed, I'll be friends with Eric, but I know he's a nut job. You knew that when you initialized it, or you initialed it? Yes. So, wait, Mrs. Eric Williams is totally a girl. Is that like a reference to the 80s? No. Choo Choo Bada Boom says Mrs. Eric Williams is totally a girl. Well, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I kissed it and I liked, so. Nobody.
So I always liked that song.
Nobody got that. Wait.
Yeah. I kissed a girl and I liked it.
Look what Choo Choo just said. A girl, guy in real life. Now I just want to sit there and just go, I'm just going to speak. Thanks, Choo Choo. I appreciate it. You got bamboozled by the whole show, dude. I know, man. But listen, this is the thing. All right, I'm 2 slices of pizza in. I warned James, thanks for the pizza. And, of course, my eyeballs are saying just grab and start scarfing. But then the other side of me is like, remember the last time you had pizza and were on air and you kind of embarrassed yourself because your thoughts were so disjointed. You went in one direction and we went in another. We couldn't understand what the hell you were talking about until you got the medication music on one of your breaks.
All right. Now,
Yes.
So we're going to slow it down.
I came back, Eric
Deep
was
breath.
talking about kissing Bing. Gen Z. You're so cool, man.
So, last little part of the show.
Yes.
U.S. plans to test THAAD missile, THAAD missile defense
Yeah.
on North Korea as tension mounts.
Yeah.
So what is a THAAD missile? It's basically, despite being the test will be the first of the thermal high altitude aerial defense to defend against a simulated attack by the IRBM intermediate range ballistic missile. One of the officials said the THAAD interceptor will be fired from Alaska. The United States has THAAD interceptors in Guam. They are meant to help guard against a missile attack from the countries such as North Korea.
What if the system crashes at the most important moment and the thing is not shot down? All it takes is for this to occur. And the lasting effects will be for years, to the point where our population will shrink so much. And like I said, that big, fat, juicy fruit in the middle of the table, you'll have the likes of China, you'll have the likes of Russia. Remember, they won't be affected by the EMP. They'll be able
But wouldn't it be better?
And they'll say, let's take it. We'll split it. I'll tell you what, you take west of the Rockies.
But it'd be cheaper to just say, you know what, we're going to basically bail you out. In return, you owe us. And anytime someone, it's like your
About
landlord.
the Chinese?
Yeah, think about
Dude,
your
they're going to come in and fleece us, man. Are you kidding me?
No, they'll become the landlord.
You ever heard of spoils of war?
Yeah, but that's if you're invading an area. I don't think they're going to invade. I think they're just going to we're going to become so far in debt to the to the Chinese, where they're like, we're going to help you. Unfortunately,
We already owe them. What are you talking about?
But they're going to say
that could be grounds for invasion too. They might say you owe us trillions of dollars or whatever, and they decide we're invading you because we're going to come in and forcibly get what you owe us because you can't pay us because you're in the dark, sucker. I'm just saying. So that's one thing that you have to consider when you watch the news and you hear about this. I personally think that within a year's time, if this nut job keeps, and I don't think he's going to stop. If he keeps launching missiles, if he keeps testing ICBMs, if he continues, at some point in time, the present occupation of the White House is going to say, enough is enough, Mad Dog. Prove or teach this little Korean fat boy a lesson. And
do you think they'll actually do try to do a assassination?
That would be the easiest.
But if they miss, he'll go ballistic.
Well, that's the thing. He'll go ballistic. I'm just saying, I think that we are primed for a military conflict with North Korea
But
that
don't you
we've
think all
never
those-
been like. We've never been at this point. When you hear the Defense Department say, no, we never saw a missile like that, we're stunned. Where did
That's
this
true.
come from?
Right.
And they use a launch pad that they've never used before.
Because it was on the back of a truck, and
yeah.
they moved it around, and then
Yeah.
they popped it up and went.
And they just popped it up, and that's how quickly it can happen, James. Remember in real time. Remember how real time can be tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. It's over. Some of those Russian Chinese troops will be women. Don't worry, I got this. OWE. Dude, that's why I'm saying, James.
Fat boy going ballistic.
James says that would we not miss some of these people immensely? You see, the thing is, a lot of you people, we don't know your first name or last name, but we know who. It's like we know you just by the conversations that we have. So that's why at the front, at the top, when we first started, Fat Boy going ballistic. Yeah. Oh, FGB. Yeah, he would go ballistic. You damn straight. And the thing is if the guy is nuts enough and he thinks nothing can hurt me, let me just test it. Let me see if I can. Okay, here's a conspiracy theory. We like talking about conspiracies. What if China and Russia already have a plan to divide up the United States and its people, enslave them, and North Korea would get a bounty for initiating the whole process? All they got to do, one missile, certain altitude, positioned in a certain way over the United States, detonate it. It's done. It's done. I know you've sat there and said, well, wouldn't we retaliate with nuclear missiles? At that point in time, I don't think that they would be in the mood for retaliation. They would be like, oh my gosh, what the hell just happened? What's potentially going to happen? What do you do?
That's
What if the only Air Force or the only planes flying in the sky are planes from aliens, not aliens, but, foreign enemies? That's the planes.
Remember, all our planes are not here in the United States. They're on aircraft carriers. We have enough troops outside of the states to bring back into the states to help protect it. But
I don't know, man. I think that by that point in time, all you need to do is just kill the electricity. Kill the electricity and you change the world. I don't know why we haven't done it over North Korea, even though they hardly have any if you see them at nighttime, it's like dark to the south in South Korea.
Well, that makes us no better than North Korea. I mean, the North Korean people themselves haven't done anything wrong.
Existential threat. This guy's a nutcase. He's a madman.
Right.
He requires worship. He thinks he's God.
To blow up a nuclear over their territory.
I think we ought to do it over Iran. And don't be surprised if the Israelis do that at some point in time. And then later deal with the fallout. Get it?
Yep.
I just wasn't sure if you were with me. So, but talk to me, man. Talk to me. You're like, you put it in cruise control and just sit back and enjoy the ride.
I was talking about preppers, but you said
no, dude. I want to talk about preppers because this is the thing. All those preppers that people make fun of, they'll be the ones that are envied.
Well, I was going to talk about some of the things there.
They'll be eating. They'll be drinking.
Oh no, they'll be texting. They'll be texting them. Let me tell you,
dude.
Think about it. If you're out of food and you know some guy down the street's got a little bit of food, just even a little bit, you don't think people are going to want to take that? I mean, that's the biggest thing.
And they'll kill you for it. Who's going to stop them? The police? The police? Where are the police? What are they, on horseback? I mean, that's why it's not far-fetched to consider if there's, really, if the military planners of the world that are evil are in cahoots and they're like, okay, how can we take down a superpower who's an economic power, who has an enormous, powerful military, has an incredible economy? How can we take them down? A single bomb at a specific elevation, positioned right over the heart of the United States. If you could do that, you would cripple us. We would cease to be a superpower. We would be basically dying. Within a year, probably half of our population would die.
It's definitely...
And there's no way to fix it, James. Do you realize that? There's no way to fix it. I mean, my understanding, you have to lay all new infrastructure. And then the poles that bring the lines to James Riggs' house or my house or whatever. Or the water. What about your water supply? You're not going to be able to turn on the damn tap.
Yeah, that's true, because it's a pump.
Right. So these preppers, these guys that people make fun of, all right, Mr. Eric, you're giving them ideas. If I can think of this, you don't think these brilliant people over in these countries haven't considered this and are saying and devising a plan that's probably foolproof? Remember, this is the thing. The United States, I think, or at least before in the past, all right, we allowed ourselves to be gullible. We were allowed to be pushed around. We allowed people to kick us in the teeth. Listen, what happened in, 79 with the Shah of Iran falling and then Iran
taking, redemption?
Yeah, exactly. They didn't have respect for the United States. But this is the thing. If people mess with Russia or China, that's the thing about the United States. Nations can push the United States around. You don't push around China. You don't push around Russia, because they'll slam you with a closed, clinched iron fist and take you out before you can say zippity-doo-dah-day. Did I just rhyme, James? Am I a rhymer, James?
Yeah, a rhymer. Oh, I was going to say something. I couldn't.
No, easy. You know, Sherry,
easy
there
E.
might be...
Easy E.
There was an easy E.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
Sherry, this is the thing. You don't want a gun? You don't want a gun to protect yourself? You would want to have, and have a sphere. Dude, OWE is just kicking them. Guns are unneeded in society. Oh my gosh.
Who said that?
Sherry.
Oh,
Sherry. Oh, Sherry. Really? I know. Really? They're not needed in society? When a certain section of the society would kill you to take what you have? I want a gun. Get a gun. There's nothing wrong with being a gun owner. The NRA, I got no problem with
Another
that.
song just popped in my head.
What?
What do you think it is?
I'm-
It's a song about a gun.
Oh, dude. I'm
Ready? Jamie Got a Gun.
Oh.
By Aerosmith.
Yeah, I remember that, man. I like Aerosmith. Dude, yeah, Spears. Spears. No, come on, man. Easy E song, remember, nobody move, nobody get hurt. Chinsey!
She knows the songs.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, love my blades.
I mean, a big old samurai sword is good for Walking Dead stuff. You just cut the heads off. But
Oh, dude. You like that show?
oh yeah,
You like that?
oh yeah. I mean, this
You
last
know,
season was a
it's
little
just,
bit iffy.
I mean, it's like, it's
Sling
so
shot,
gory.
best weapon.
It's so gory. I mean, I remember the first time you saw Night of the Living Dead, the original black and white. Now, actually, that was
See,
a pretty
I didn't
cool,
see it until the 80s.
That was a
I didn't
pretty
see it
cool
until I was
movie.
in my teens. And I remember by then, it was like, oh, okay.
No, dude, it was like that was when they first tried to incorporate gore. Where something biting into an arm and tearing flesh out or something like that. There was a lot of. Hey, Fred, are you boogieing, Freddie? I hope not, man. How much time we got there, bro? How much time we have? What? Is it that time?
It's 12:01.
Oh my gosh, folks!
We can run longer. I mean, I don't care.
No, dude, no. We got to get. Listen, folks. This is Strange Things Radio. We love our strangelings. Thanks for hanging out with us, folks. It's been a wild ride these last 3 or 4 years. We love you guys, and I hope that you love us, and I hope that we've never done or said anything that has offended you because we didn't mean it. We're really lovable guys. I'm just saying. So.
They're like big teddy bears.
Yeah. So on behalf of James Riggs and Eric Wiggs, Eric Wiggs. I don't have a wig. Actually, my hair is short now.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got a good
Although I
haircut.
will say one thing, I did have a fro back in the day. Curls, oh my gosh. All I had to do was wash my hair and shake it. It was good to go. There were people paying $20, $35 for a freaking do. But listen, folks, thanks for hanging out with us. Hopefully, we'll see you next week. At this from 10 to 12. And on behalf of James and me, we love you. Have a blessed week. And James, tag it.
Whoa. We
Whoa.
can't tag nothing yet.
Why?
Forgot to tell everyone where to get a hold of us at.
Oh, James.
I'm sorry, folks.
Yes, this is how we can get in contact with us, folks.
First,
So,
our email is strangethingsradio@gmail.com. If you want to do the Twitter business, it's Host of Strange. If you want to do the Facebook, which I'm being more proactive on Facebook, look for Strange Things Radio Network. Also, we have a username called Host of Strange. So we actually had 2 Strange Things Radio things on Facebook. I deleted one. It's to be gone in about 14 days. We will only have one page. That's the official page of the Strange Things Radio Network. You can definitely hit us there. I am James Riggs. I'm on there. So is Eric. If you want to personally go that way. I think that's it. And then strangethingsradio.com will be up live here hopefully in 2 weeks, and that will have all kinds of fun things you guys can do on that too. So I think that is every way you can get a hold of us.
dude, you just hit all the buttons, folks. Have a great weekend. We love you. James, tag it.
Stay strange, folks.
Things radio.